Hello, Kathleen. How are you doing? It was really good seeing you in London. Excellent time. I've learned a lot about temperament, and I learned a lot about the work you do, and I'm quite excited with the prospect of working with you in the near future. I just want to ask you three questions, and although we are not in the same place, you're going to reply to me, and we're going to put together in a video. It's just for us, our audience and viewers, to understand what you do, and we are looking forward to meet you again. So the first question is, what is temperament? So for you, for your work, what is it? What is temperament? Second question is, how temperament can help building healthier teams, or help empower teams and build teams. And the third question would be more to do with the company, with the organization, with an institution, with it could be in the private sector, public sector, whatever institution, organization it is how temperament can help and contribute to better efficiency, better productivity, improving the bottom line, help organizations to grow. So those are very basic questions that I would love to hear from you and hear your answers on. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope also that we can meet again sometime soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, Andy. It really was good to see you and to spend some time with you and to share some of the things that I've come to learn through the years about temperament and about the internal design and structure of us as human beings. And so for me, it's going to be a great joy to partner with you in this and to see where this is going to go. You'd asked me the question, what is temperament? Temperament is our inborn, that thing that comes naturally to us from the time we are very small children. That part of us that reacts, how it reacts to the world, to things, to the people around us. It's what you see when you see two children that grow up in the same home, same parents, same genetics at work, and yet they seem to be so different from each other. I often ask parents when I'm talking to them, that have more than one child, are any two of your children alike? And even when they were little, were they alike? And they're completely different. Well, what makes them different? It's at the very earliest stages, it's the temperament. It's that inborn part of them. And in temperament, you begin to understand as you study this, you begin to understand what your needs are, what natural wants are. It's the wiring that's inside of a person. Sometimes I even describe it in my class as it's the operating system, like a computer has an operating system, and that's how I describe it, as the operating system of the person. How is temperament related to my job, my work, the things that I do? Well, one of the things that we find is that temperament never changes. The temperament you have is the one you had when you were born, and it'll be the same temperament you have when you die. Many of us live our lives in such a way that we don't know what our temperament needs are. We don't really even know what we want. As you begin to study temperament, you begin to know what drives you. What is it that unconscious thing that is the impulse behind the things that you do? And with this, you have an opportunity to create strategies to help you be more productive and to make you more at peace with the job that you are doing and actually find joy. You end up finding joy in the job that you're doing and the things that you are doing. We've found that this has worked amazingly, not only with leaders finding a way to lead, but it's also worked to help them find the right team, find the people that to put around them that fill out the things that they aren't. It's reduced stress. It's reduced burnout. It's also worked in creating teams and helping teams not only function more productively, because each person is in a job that fits who they are. It fits their wiring, and it also helps them understand each other, judge each other less, and to be able to work in productivity with each other. Understand that one person's going to be a big picture kind of person, another person's going to be a detail person, so you put them each in the right place. So in many ways it helps in our jobs, and it helps in the whole of our lives, in our social life, in our business lives, and in our private lives, in the whole of who we are as individual, which creates a happier life and more productivity. As I've mentioned, understanding temperament can help in an amazing way in a company with productivity and morale within the organization that you're working in. We have found that many teams, when we've gone in to study them and begun to work with them, many people feel dissatisfied and hence are not producing as well as they would have. The work, the productivity of the team, because they are frustrated, because they feel angry inside, and they don't know why. They feel like maybe it's bad leadership or something else is going on. But yet when we begin to study, yeah, sometimes it is bad leadership, but sometimes it's that the leader doesn't understand themselves. They don't know how they are wired. And in not knowing how they're wired, they don't understand where they shine. Each one of us in our temperament have an instinctual leadership style. One is a directive leader, another one is a relational leader. We find people that are strategic leaders, others are intuitive leaders, others are what we call servant leaders. And if you're trying to lead in a style that is contrary to your temperament, you will find yourself exhausted, frustrated, angry with the people around you. But if you begin to understand yourself, if you begin to understand your coworkers, the people who work on your teams, and how each of them are wired, what's motivating them internally in the deepest part of who they are, subconsciously, which is in the temperament area, you begin to be able to rearrange things. You set strategies for your life. You work on new habits and interactions. You recognize how much you put a person in that's one temperament in a place where they're not going to have a lot of social interaction with others because they're not wired for that. And then you'll know which people to put on the front lines interacting with the people, because when you have them in that right place, they will love their job and they will do their job better. It's very exciting. It's amazing to see people bloom and grow in their productivity, in their job, in their calling in their life, when they are really functioning from the place of their temperament instead of working against it.